to say not Michael Jordan, but more of a Pat Riley or Phil Jackson. I think he's going to finish his time playing, move on to coaching, move to higher office.
I don't think he'll be in coaching.
You think he's going to go right to...
I think he would... If anything, I would see him being more of a GM in a Bird situation.
I could also see him taking a couple years away from the game and just doing broadcasting.
Because you really can't...
And then getting back to owning a team.
Because you really can't fault him in the way that he has constructed his team. Because he's constructed teams full of dog crap around him and still won. So, he sees something in other people, or he feels bad for them in the sense of JR, because there's no other reason JR deserves to be on any roster, anywhere, ever.
But it's the same thing that we've seen with like all these other players. Like LeBron James is supposed to be the guy that makes the rest of the team better, but in a lot of cases it looks like he's the guy that holds them back.
That may be true, but I mean, he's also, a lot of the times, he has to be that leadership guy. That's what he's expected of. And I hate to say it, and I'm not complaining other players, but in a sense I do to a certain extent. Because I feel like with other players playing with him, they at times look and seem like on the court, that's no big deal. We've got LeBron. He'll take care of it.
Which is ridiculous. LeBron should be the first person to dispose of that idea. I mean... What was the big knock that we had on LeBron James when he
sucks?
I don't think any of us here have ever said that he sucks at the game of basketball.
Oh, at the game of basketball. I just thought you meant life.
No. His big
he
knock...
He doesn't suck at life, but
in my opinion, the big knock that I had on him when he was younger in his career is that anytime he had the chance to show that he was the guy, take the game-winning shot, he passed it up. It was like he was afraid of taking that game-winning shot. That's gone. He's fixed that. Like, he seems a lot more comfortable now with the ball in his hand at the end of the game, except for whatever reason, game one. I don't know why, but he's alleviated most of that problem that I had with his game. Now, it comes at a price because now he's playing a lot less defense. So it's like... he is there just to score, is what it looks like now. And the rest of the game, screw it, doesn't matter.
But I wouldn't say it's that to that degree. He's definitely not as active on defense, but I think it's like an energy saving technique in some ways because he is getting old, and you see that with veteran players all the time that they start walking.
I would just like to say I'm offended that you called him old because he's 5 years older than me. He's only 5 years older than me.
For basketball, he's getting old.
Oh, for basketball, okay. But no, you're right. No, he is getting older, and a lot of times your defense decreases when you get older. But there are times when, unless it's going to be like a highlight block, he just has no interest in playing basketball on the defensive end. I mean, he's the greatest player in the game right now. I don't think you can even question it. Number 2 is Kevin Durant, and he's miles behind. I don't think any of us can dispute that, right? We all agree? LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Yeah. Okay. So now that we got that established, for those...
So, I mean, they don't televise games in Bangladesh. So I don't know.
They don't tell... Well, it's because in Bangladesh, I'm pretty sure they can kill you on the court if they play basketball over there.
I don't know if that's true.
Anyways, I'm not questioning his work ethic. I'm not questioning his desire to play and the amount that he cares. What I am questioning is where is his positive influence on the rest of the team? If there was one, he wouldn't need to score 40 games a night or 40 points a night.
40 games, yeah.
There is no influence. He's not making the team around him better. He's holding the team around him hostage. That's the point I'm making. What's going to happen next year when he's in Philadelphia? Who are the Cavs going to have?
I mean,
who cares? That's not his problem then.
Who on the team besides Kevin Love is, as anywhere near prolific as half of the Warriors squad? He got them to the finals and is now up against a juggernaut of a team. I don't know that you can say that he's not making his team better when he's not, surrounded by a super team anymore.
I mean, he's right. Who's the third best player on that team? Tristan Thompson?
No.
I would say it's probably George Hill.
It's probably George Hill, depending on what you need. If you're talking about in terms of, the third
That's
best...
the problem right there. That's the problem right there. You just said in terms of what you need. That means there isn't anybody after the first two that's game is rounded enough to even be on the starting lineup for the Warriors.
No, you're right. I mean,
so he's got to do this right now. And if I was him, he doesn't owe Cleveland anything anymore.
he owes them an answer.
An answer to what? You'll get my answer when I finish playing for you in the finals because I brought you here the last 4 years. You're welcome.
But if he's telling the team, no, you cannot trade for these people, trade for these people,
because you want to win now. Because if LeBron is going to bring you to the finals like he has done consistently without fail, you better put the people around him he thinks he has a chance to win with.
Okay, I completely agree with that. On the other hand, if you're going to say, I want these people because they complement my game, why are you bringing them there if you know you're going to be leaving?
That's their problem.
That's LeBron's problem.
Not when he leaves, it's not.
And that's one of the reasons I don't respect LeBron James
fine.
the same way
That's fine.
Yeah,
I
should.
don't think he cares. Because he's going to do whatever he wants.
No, he cares about our opinion. He listens.
Probably does. Or at least has somebody.
LeBron James, long-time listener. Never called yet, but, he will.
No, Mav Carter's working on it. He's working up the courage.
Yeah, if Mav Carter's working on anything, he's working on getting this show stopped right now.
Anyways.
Because I started it with, fuck him. And then we went into LeBron.
So, game one, I don't know how we got this far off of what we were saying. Game one, very entertaining. Way more entertaining than I thought it would be. I'm sure way more entertaining than you guys thought it would be.
Yeah. Yes.
Game one, very good.
Game two, more of what I thought was going to happen.
Yes, exactly. We'll get to game two in a minute. But the game's very good up until the last 8 seconds. J.R. Smith dribbles out the ball. And I don't know what he was thinking. A lot of people are mad at him. A lot of great memes are coming from it, though. So, meme game strong. But I think what's really telling is what happened in overtime. I think LeBron hits one basket. The rest of the team doesn't do anything. And the Warriors beat them by 10.
Yeah, at that point, they were just deflated. And I don't know that I can blame them because, you're right there. You're shooting a foul shot for the lead, and then you get the ball back, and you just don't do anything. God.
I think it's funny though that everyone's talking about if he just made that free throw, it's over. Except the worst player in the starting five for the Warriors is Sean Livingston. The worst player in the starting five is Sean Livingston. Who's the next worst of the big four? How would you rank them? KD 1, Steph 2, Clay 3, Draymond 4? Is that?
That seems pretty accurate.
Does that seem about right? So Draymond Green's your second worst starter. Oh, he's an all-star. Oh, he's probably a future Hall of Famer.
And he can hit threes.
He can defend. He, has a low post game. He has a mid-range game. He has a long-range game. He knows how to control your mindset. He is almost a complete basketball player. As complete as we've seen in a long time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's the second worst player in that starting five. Insane. Now, that's all going to change next year because I'm sure Klay Thompson's leaving. But
Clay's going to get paid.
Riddle, listen, tell me what you think about this because I thought about this the other day. What's going to happen? How is LeBron James going to win another ring? This is how it's going to happen. LeBron James is going to go to Philadelphia, and he's going to call Klay Thompson to join him. Klay Thompson and LeBron in Philly against the Warriors in the NBA Finals. Crazy idea, right?
That would be very interesting.
It would give them everything they really needed to try and compete. That's if you could get Clay there.
And the best part about it, LeBron doesn't need to be on the court for more than 30 minutes a night, and they'll still make the finals.
Yeah, I think LeBron would probably be a good person to really mold Ben Simmons into a better all-around player, because Ben Simmons is already starting to emerge similar to LeBron as far as a big guy who can take the ball up the court.
Yeah.
And a guy that, if he could get his jump shot, could be extremely deadly. Because he's great off the dribble, but he couldn't shoot. He couldn't throw the ball off of a boat while he was in the ocean.
Yeah. He's definitely someone whose upside is extremely high. Problem is, his ceiling, or his floor right now is looking pretty low as well.
Right. No, I
and
agree with
he's
you.
closer to the floor than he is the ceiling.
I'd say that's probably accurate.
So, the Warriors, it goes into overtime. Warriors take a 10-point lead and ultimately win the first game.
The first 2 minutes wasn't like a 9-point lead.
Yeah.
So
You could tell. It was bad. Draymond's out here hitting threes. Steph is driving to the basket and dunking. Like, who knows what's going on in that game at that point. They're just having fun. Game 2. This series right now is reminding me a lot of the Cavaliers-Raptors, where LeBron hits a game-winning shot and just completely deflates the Raptors, and then the Raptors get swept. So I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. I think 4. I'm all in now on 4. I think it's going to be the Warriors in 4. And the best thing about that is if the Warriors do win in 4 or 5, they have to have taken one from Cleveland in Cleveland, which means we all get a taco from Taco Bell.
So that's where the real motivation is.
Yes. Listen,
If
Tony.
you take 2, do you get 2 tacos?
No, you don't. But if you bring a friend who doesn't like tacos, first of all, why are they your friend? Second of all, you get 2 tacos.
Yeah. Where did you find this animal?
Seriously, I love tacos so much. Christine and I are going to a festival of tacos in a few weeks.
That is true.
All about tacos. So, tacos. I could do a podcast all about tacos.
I don't doubt that.
Anyways, game 2, it was close for a while. LeBron doesn't have anywhere near as good of a game as he had, but yeah, I find it comical that I'm talking about, 30 points as not a very good game. That's a joke, right? That's a joke, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, it's a joke of a game for a finals game, yeah.
But they just didn't. They couldn't put anything together because the team was just completely deflated. J.R. Smith, he had himself a decent game, actually. He rebounded fairly nicely for a player that everyone expected to get, beat to death outside of what's the name of the arena? Quicken Loans?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Quicken Loans is Cavaliers.
Yes.
Oracle. Outside of the Oracle. The Cavs fans were going to beat him to death. But he played very well for, what he is, what they need him to do. And it just wasn't enough. The Cavaliers at this point, LeBron just looks completely gassed. I mean, he looks so tired. And now he's
doing all the work.
He's got this bloody eye thing that he made up and all of that, which...
Oh, he made up.
There were photos of him being poked in one eye and blood in the other.
So my favorite is when he, falls
How
down
do you
and he
make that up?
puts his hand up. He's like, dude.
No, I don't remember where I saw it from, but I saw it on Twitter from someone who's got that blue check mark, so it's legit. A photo of him being poked in the right eye and then blood in the left.
He got hit with the whole hand was on his face. He's not like injecting something into his eye every time he's on the bench.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. What are you talking about? That's beet juice. Anyways, so game 2, blowout. It would have been worse than it was, except the Cavaliers' second stringers were better than the Warriors' G League team.
Seriously.